Okay, here we go. Let's try it again, which seems to be my favorite phrase. So everything's on Iron Man mode, historical mode, Soviet Union. Let's go. Let's try and see how fast we can form fascist Russia. Like the first time I did it in August 1973. I believe it can be done a bit faster and a bit better. This attempt really messed up. So pretty much the key to this is to, it's very straightforward, which I like. You just have to go beaten but not defeated, and then you have to take those couple of focuses down here. These will be permanent buffs after you've unified the country again. So it's very important to get all three of them, because they're quite good. So pretty much you want to be researching this. You want to research covert operations, because that way you can spend some political power to... Actually, covert operations is not as critical, because you can spend political power to reduce paranoia, which means you can delay the civil war, and also get a little bit more support. These are not super insanely good. They cost 70 days as opposed to these other ones. I think you're better off getting Approach Semyonov and Covert Operations rather than any of these two, because time is, if you want to like really be sort of quote unquote efficient about it, so time is of the essence. You want to produce a lot of guns. Planes, no planes. Let's leave the Navy because it's not very significant to mess with the Navy. It's just wasted micro, really. Civilian factories. Nope. Not there. Here. Build up a thing in Smolensk. Here. Just have a couple of these queued. They're not going to be particularly important for the war, but they'll be important for the post-war. Where else? So we can get Azerbaijan going. Sure. Whatever. Just has to last us until the Civil War starts, which I think it will. We do want to found an intelligence agency, but we don't want to go too nuts with it, because it doesn't really matter. Now for army, I don't know what the most efficient thing is, but I just like to disband all these guys because even though the Soviet Union gets soldiers just magically, if you disband the majority of your army, you can train them more easily. These guys are non-disbandable. You can just start exercising, and you have a little bit of army XP to work with once the Civil War starts, which would be quite important, because it allows you to make a 2-width division. Ships, not going to bother with. We just want to produce a lot of guns. We have a bunch of guns in storage, but we want to produce even more. I'm fairly sure that upon Civil War, this sort of stuff gets deleted. But I'm willing to risk it. Let's have those be here so that they don't get in my way if they get spawned for the enemy. Cool. That's fine. Paranoia. I don't know if I think this you have to take this decision. I don't think there's having the headquarters in the east is really annoying because even if you take Moscow, your capital and supply base will not relocate to there. Even if you try and manually relocate your supply base to Moscow, the game just won't accept it. Oh yeah, what we could do is we could build a few transport planes just so that we can use paratroopers. But they are not super required for this strategy at all. So Dutch East India is fine. They're a bit of an accessory. I personally never want to, so in a bit, we'll get an opportunity to, accept foreign aid, but I almost never want to do that. I don't know if we're going to be able to get an alliance with the German Reich. We might not be able to. This is a very much set up for the future type of dealio. Yep. Yeah, I have no idea how this is gonna. This is mainly just gonna be for my primary goal here is to form a fascist Soviet Union as fast as possible. Like, what happens after that, I do not know. So this intelligence agency is not required by any stretch. Free 5 base war support. But I do like taking it anyway, just because you can have some spy networks during the Civil War. And if you plan on continuing the game after this, which you would hopefully would, you can use those 2 spies. Let's decrypt the German Reich just in case. Yeah. It does automatically start. It doesn't troll me by not starting. You can leave this to sort of buffer. It's a bit more micro intensive, but now the order in which you take these really doesn't matter much. They all unlock this one, which is the more important one. As for political power, you want to be saving pretty much all of it. Yep, sure. Now, there's a bit of randomization here in what Stalin does. That and his odds can also fail, which is interesting to think about. Immediately want this one, because this one will let you expand your control. And you obviously want to expand your control of the revolutionaries, because you don't want to start here. You want to be able to have troops past the Ural Mountains. It makes the whole thing much less of a pain in the ass. Sure. You want to keep paranoia low whilst you're building up, but there'll come a point where you'll want to build up paranoia rather than letting it deplete. Because if paranoia manages to build up to above 90, let's get article on this guy. If paranoia manages to build up to 90, there is a 20% chance every day that the Civil War triggers, which pretty much means that, you know, on average, 5 days after you reach 90, the Civil War will trigger. Just keep going west. Not being able to queue these up, or not being able to do like multiple at the same time, is a bit annoying. Because you do just have to watch this screen, and every 14 days click a button. Right. Yep, we're forgetting to do this. It's not super important, but I do just like having at least 2 guys so you can start getting 2 spies so you can start getting the collaboration government going. Excellent. I think this one will be important next. Sort of the order is not incredibly important, but the kind of idea behind it is that you want to get the sort of events that give you like continual bonuses soon, and the ones that are not time dependent later. For example, being able to unlock the ability to blame generals in the beginning is good. Having the ticking communism go down is good. The reason why I didn't take the being able to blame generals immediately is because it's kind of pointless in the beginning when you still have a lot of political power to go. Okay, we want to take this guy because he has the railway. We should have enough time to reach all the way across the Urals. We can influence whether we have enough time once we unlock the general thing, so we can just blame a general a couple of times. It means the general gets killed, and political paranoia goes down, and our war support goes up. Here you can see the little war support thing. Ah, there are those thingies. There's a great. Occasionally there will be a great purge, which will kill a whole couple of leaders. But it'll reduce paranoia, which is good. So now we're just kind of sitting there like wondering, should I approach Semyenov or should I get this? I think I do want this because we want these two. We want absolutely 100% because you will not get the opportunity to take these once the Civil War has started, and they are incredibly important. This guy is sort of important. He's a decent marshal, and getting extra cavalry divisions does help. I'm wondering if recruit South Youth Union motorized infantry units to join your side when the Second Civil War starts. I wonder if this is just not better than getting these guys, but this will let you trigger the Civil War more on your own terms. So and getting more fascism is good. Sure, let's do this. Another group brought to justice. Now the place that we're choosing is not so exciting. We're just going directly for the east or the west, sorry. Yeah, these provinces will increase in cost. Now, we want to get close to Stalingrad, as if at all possible, because we want to be able to take that, because we will need to take just all the victory points. Excellent. I now no longer have to build those annoying upgrades. Yes, for third Rome. Ooh. These are all little distractions for assuming that we even win the war in a timely fashion. Yeah, here you can see that his little actions are counteracting mine. So now this guy will let you. The important thing that he lets you do is, well, he'll give you like a cavalry unit, which is all right. But the most important thing that he does is he will allow you to increase paranoia. That is important. Why? Because you need like there'll come a point where you want to trigger the civil war, and the AI won't let you, in the sense that the Soviet Union will be constantly doing purges to lower paranoia, which you do not want to happen. So I think we recruit these two. These two are more important. Oh, Georgy Zhukov. Rip Zhukov. We're not going to get him anyway, but he's a big loss for the Soviets. Yeah, better start building some horses. But I'm not currently infiltrating a state. What do you mean, game? There we go. Yeah, so the AI will try and secure against us. So they'll like make certain regions not doing the thing. We need to try and get past the Urals. I don't know if I'm going the wrong way, because I know you can go past it through the north, but I wonder if you can go past it through the south as well. We'll see. do that thing again, where we wait. He's doing a lot of purges, which is good for us, because the generals that we're getting... okay, good, yeah, so we have this territory we want to go around, because we don't really care. I don't think we can go via this way. It's not entirely clear how that aspect of the Civil War works, but I know for a fact you can go around the north. Yeah, he is purging a lot, and he is not doing great, which is, those are all things that we like. Yeah, I guess getting those, like, thankfully it looks like we have time to get those motorized. We do want to start the Civil War relatively soon. Yeah, usually I see the AI do multiple purges slash crackdowns, but this time he is being remarkably... There you go, that'll start a great purge. Volga, that'll be great. Look at how close we are to the capital. Look at how close we are. There will be a purge. I don't think the purge can get cancelled, so... I guess we will do these before, because they do give us a bit more support. Yeah, so now it's telling us we can't go further this direction, can't go further south. Annoying. Do we want... We do have a bit of a snake territory. But I don't want to, because these... Yeah, we want to be able to get as much popular support as possible rather than, you know, less. So I don't really want to waste time getting the 5.1s. It's kind of a gimme. I don't know, maybe this is a potential of bringing us closer to Stalingrad. Because we're about as close to Moscow as we're going to get. So here you can see we have quite a bit of support for our cause here. We will need to trigger the war soon. Thankfully, because we can have cavalry divisions, that'll be okay. Doesn't look like I can go anywhere particularly useful. Operation Get More Stuff. Okay, so we have this stuff. How much? Who knows? I don't know if we'll have another 70 days to get the old guards on side. That, and we don't want to really boost non-aligned stuff, so I think we want either this. I think we want this. Okay. More equipment at the start means more parallel production of units. Okay, right, so I was more horses. I was getting this guy, yeah. BJ, you can see how even though we didn't really spend any political power, we don't really have much thanks to the penalties that we have, and we need to spend this uh, to make this war just not as hard, and because the faster this war goes, the better it is for us just in general. Sort of obvious, but we need to get another horse made. Build me another horse. Yeah, so we want to trigger the Civil War pretty much in like 10 days, thereabouts, like... Oh. Hmm. Don't want to give up this much political power. And this gets me more support. It's one of those things where you don't want to, your preparation for the Civil War to go on too long. Because eventually the AI will just start reversing your gains and you'll just be spending power for no reason. Of this. Oh, right, because it auto deploys to his cavalry. That's annoying. Very annoying. Guess we do want this supply hub, right? We probably want the north. Save us a bit more time. Civil war could literally happen at any moment. So here we have recruits, units that will rise up against the communists once the Civil War starts. Don't know. I've never went down this one. Oop. Get the supply hub in the south. Okay. Get me another horse. 10 days till the Eyes of Fear are done. Yeah, I think we're gonna be in a perfect spot because they won't be able to get this dictatorship thing done. before the Civil War will likely start. Oh no. Damn it. Yeah, I guess we might as well wait 35 days and do it this way. We'll get it right before workers' dictatorship. Yeah, usually I don't go for this route. Um, Mainly because I think that Chiang Kai-shek dies. Don't know what actually killing Chiang Kai-shek would accomplish, but hence why I elected not to do it. Yeah, I mean, the revolution is bound to happen now, so might as well get... Oh, that region is still under lock and key. That one is not. Okay, and you're actually going to be able to get more than 50% of the army, or at least of the equipment. One hell of a civil war. I don't think you can. I don't really think you can get much more than this in terms of war support. The hands do. Another horse, please. I mean, you could probably be a bit more on top of the recruiting horses, but still. 53%, baby. Now that is a civil war whose odds I like. That being said, it doesn't immediately trigger it apparently. There we go, 2 arms. Look at this snake. Look at this disgusting snake that has like cut them into 4 pieces. Okay, we started with a little bit of an army. Our 15 divisions against their a lot. Okay, those guys are still there. Okay, so I could have just had a lot more men building. Alright. But we have 2 guys here. We can probably rush down Moscow. Okay, so it's good to know you can have troops in training. And then if you have them in training, you can deploy them at the point of the Civil War. It's one of those things where it's like, I wasn't sure if you could. But we won't need it anyway. Would have been one of those things that would have been nice to have, but is not essential. Not by a long shot. We control the road. The ensure that we have a guy over there. Those guys go along there. 2 victory.
Готов выдвигаться. Выходим! Брось! Внимание!
Excellent.
Брось!
No idea where those guys materialized, but alright.
Внимание! Готов выдвигаться.
Now let's get those guys into oh, he's over there. That's great. Enjoy marching all the way over there. He's in his own little purgatory.
Готов выдвигаться. Слушаю. Слушаю.
Oh, excellent. Already giving me Kiev. And already giving me Stalingrad too.
Жду приказа.
Oh, okay, that is nuts.
Брось! Готов?
Okay, so I've got Stalingrad, Kiev,
Готов выдвигаться. Выходим.
Minsk is important. Very important.
Жду приказа. Выходим! 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 Выходим!
Just you go to Odessa and then go back to here.
Внимание! Я готов! Жду приказа. Брось! Выходим!
Hit the Gorky.
Внимание! Готов? Выходим!
Head there, you're heading there, you're at Stalingrad.
Жду приказа.
That guy's doing that.
Выходим!
There.
Выходим!
Take the road. God, this is, or they are already like close to capitulation. Sort of. When I say close, I mean we're literally not having done anything yet. Yes, it's very important to get those extra units rising up. I'm learning along with everybody else here.
Слушаю. Готов? Жду приказа.
I'd feel dumb if this caused me to lose Stalingrad, but I feel like I should try and make go for the airport.
Готов? Слушаю. Мирно.
How many days?
Готов выдвигаться. Ройс. Выходим. Выходим. Я готов. Внимание.
Yeah, they don't have an insignificant amount of troops.
Слушаю. Вперед. Выходим.
Okay, thankfully Stalingrad is being held.
Не стоим. Идем. Жду приказа. Готов выдвигаться. Выходим. Я готов. Я готов. Выходим. Я готов. Выходим. Так точно. Выходим. Я готов. Внимание! Смирно! Мы под огнем! Жду приказа. Готов.
Okay, a few more days and I can get some fresh troops deployed. And then as long as I can keep my connection to this area
Ройс.
good, I can As long as this all remains connected up. It doesn't have to be good, but it has to remain connected. Because that way I can strategically redeploy people to the west, which is where, you know, all the important cities are.
Жду приказа. Готов.
Looks like Moscow will just be taken. That is 75% towards capitulation already. That is nuts.
Готов.
Okay, just sit in Moscow. Odessa is defended. Very unfortunate. At least sitting on a train route.
Жду приказа.
Sit there on that victory point.
Занимаю укрытие.
It's unfortunate that you are stuck.
Смирно. Готов выдвигаться. Готов. Выходим. Так точно. Выходим. Смирно. Жду приказа.
Very important. Are my guys ready yet? Yes, they are. Perfect.
Готов. Выходим. Выходим. Готов выдвигаться. Так точно. Выходим. Внимание. Выходим. Готов.
I did hold the Stalingrad airport, but no, they require more training, those airmen. We have a reasonable amount of the Soviet Air Force.
Слушаю.
Okay, well, we just station we'll just put them in Kiev. Do that. We don't have the airfield in Moscow yet. You guys just sit in Leningrad.
Ройс. Готов.
We do have Do have a airfield.
Смирно!
Having a friendly air cover makes enemy units move slower.
Держать дистанцию!
It's quite useful.
Ройсь! Готов!
Odessa's for the taken.
Готов! Готов! Выходим! Внимание! Выходим! Выходим! Выходим!
To Moscow.
Ройсь! Внимание! Выходим! Так точно! Готов! Я готов! Выходим! Жду приказа! Слушаю! Слушаю!
Come on, guys, take the train. Don't be
Так точно!
jerks about it.
Смирно! Внимание! Жду приказа!
98% towards capitulation. That is nuts. Okay, so let's see what the situation is like. Doing alright, we're doing alright.
Ройсь!
That means that with just like one,
Внимание!
with just a very small amount of extra stuff,
Я
we
готов!
will win.
Готов выдвигаться! Ройсь! Выходим! Ройсь! Выходим! Смирно! Я готов! Жду приказа! Я готов! Готов выдвигаться! Слушаю! 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 Ройсь! Готов выдвигаться! Ройсь!
We're so close. Maybe this will be the linchpin.
Я готов! Так точно!
And then, you know, just in case it doesn't work, just have a couple of divisions straight up normal walk to Leningrad. Yeah, we're actually like have quite a bit of troops deployed, albeit terrible troops.
Вперед, выходим!
Last stand.
Так точно! Занимаю укрытие!
Come on, assholes, you want to fucking live forever?
Внимание! Мирно!
Told you to walk.
Жду приказа.
Supplies from capital.
Я готов! Смирно! Мирно! Готов выдвигаться! Готов выдвигаться! Выходим! Так точно! Выходим!
Yeah, they took something back. Heartbreaking.
Я готов! Жду приказа! Внимание!
Either they took something back or they just
Так точно! Смирно! Выходим! Я готов! Слушаю!
no. I freaking did it. Took 50% of their stockpile. The Russian Civil War. Finished July 1st, 1937, with like practically no losses. Ooh, that's it may look easy, but man, that can very quickly become a clusterfuck, shall we say. We could have gone to war economy, but it's fine. Besides, we probably want that guy in. So once that's done, we need to like go down, consolidate power. It'll take a bit, but we can do it. Well, yeah, I did it. GG.